Hello everyone and welcome to Bizarre Movies. Today we will recap a romance comedy movie, in which a mature divorced woman starts an affair with her kid's babysitter. But before we start, a gentle reminder, that this is just a movie explanation and we encourage you to watch the full movie. Spoilers ahead, watch out and enjoy. The film starts with a mature woman named Sandy. She is dropping her kids to school, and his son is angry with his mother about something. But Sandy tells him that she will remember his things. After this, she returns home and finishes some cleaning work in the kitchen. Then she watches video recordings of her children's previous birthdays. In one video, she notices that her husband is having an affair with a lady named Molly. Sandy hurts after seeing all this. After some days, she divorces her husband and reaches New York for a new life with her kids. Here she starts giving job interviews, but she is not able to find a decent job. Finally, she gets a job in a firm. On the other side, we see a 25-year-old young man named Aram. He doesn't know what he wants to do in his life. He also starts giving job interviews. In one interview, he tells that he has lost all faith in love. He says all girls are cheaters. He tells the interviewer that his girlfriend married him only for the green card, and then she left. Aram has a college degree. It is written in his resume that he did a women's studies course in his college. The interviewer then asks him if Aram has any other experience other than this.
I used to buy tampons for my mother.
Then interviewer tells him that you are the perfect candidate for this job. She hires Aram for a decent salary. Now we see that Aram also works in a shop. Here his friend Michael says that Aram is a stupid type of person. Girls can easily fool him. He says that it is a shame that a French woman married him for a green card and then dumped him. Suddenly, Sandy arrives at the coffee shop with her kids. She is looking for an address where she rented an apartment. Aram's friend Michael starts flirting with her, and guides her to the correct address. The next day, Sandy informs her best friend that she bought an apartment, and she also got a job easily. Now she is feeling that a divorcee's life is much more peaceful and she is enjoying it. Her best friends suggest her to date someone, because she can't leave alone and every woman has some needs. Sandy faces some difficulties in shifting the furniture, and her kids also ask her many questions. She feels that she needs to find a babysitter for them. One day, while going with their mother, they get scared after seeing a beggar on the road. Sandy calms them down, and tells them that they should face every problem bravely, and that there is no need to panic. But the beggar undresses himself in front of them and Sandy herself gets scared. Sandy reaches the women's center with her children. Here women are taught self-defense, and Sandy wants to learn some techniques as well. Here we see Aram doing his new job. Sandy recognizes him. Aram's job is to play a dummy, so women can learn self-defense. One by one the women hit Aram, and the trainer guides them all in this. Aram's job is to read a script, and tells women all the bad things about their organs and figure. This will provoke them and then he get beaten up by them. After this, the trainer tells them about the ocean of anger. She says that there is an ocean of anger hidden inside every woman. She teaches them how to use it against their opponent. Then she asks for a volunteer and she chooses Sandy. Sandy is a little hesitant to do all this, but when the trainer motivates her, she abuses Aram, then starts beating him like a monster. The next day, she comes to meet him at the coffee shop. Here she apologizes to him for her behavior.
Don't worry about it.
Me just saying sorry.
She also says that she needs a babysitter for her kids, and offers him a job. She tells him that if you've been hired at the women's center, it means you're trustworthy. After a slight hesitation, Aram agrees to babysit her kids. Then we see Aram having lunch with his parents. His mother is worried about his career and his marriage. But Aram doesn't want to talk about it. He tells them that there is so much to discuss. His mother suggests him to do a palm reader course, and he does not like the idea. Today is the day of his new job and the children are very naughty. Aram is having a lot of trouble in order to make them comfortable. Then Sandy arrives to meet her new date. The person looks very strange, and she is not comfortable with him. Sandy wants to leave quickly. Here at home, Sandy's daughter tells Aram that at your age, I would have a real job, you are a failure. Aram feels very awkward but he remains silent. On the date, Sandy feels very awkward when her date starts giving her a neck massage. In the car, he tries to seduce Sandy, but Sandy cancels her date in the middle and returns home. At home, she tells Aram about her date experience. She is frustrated after dating many men, because all of them are cheap and only want to hug her. She hopes that all this experience will have some positive effect on her life. She is taking out her frustration while having a drink. Aram notices that Sandy is a different woman, and she is exactly the opposite of his ex-girlfriend.
Can I pay you tomorrow?
The next day, when Aram is at the coffee shop, both the kids arrive there and tell him that their mother is dead. Aram reaches Sandy's home, and he sees her sleeping. She fell asleep last night drunk, and her hangover hasn't been over yet. The next day, Sandy's boss promotes her to a new position, and she gives Aram and her kids a small treat in a restaurant. After spending time with each other, all four are now starting to look like a complete family. They are happy and living their life beautifully. While walking on the road, Sandy asks Aram about his wife. He tells her that she dumped him after getting green card, and he doesn't want to complete the divorce process, because if he divorces her, then the US government will deport her to France. Sandy says that you are lucky and a nice guy.
So you get my husband kicked out of the country.
The story of both are similar in terms of being cheated on by their partners. Here Sandy says that her husband is no more for her. She is alone in a new city, she is facing a lot of difficulties with both children. Sandy wants him to stay with her family, so she offers him to do full-time babysitting. Aram tells his parents that he is now going to become a full-time babysitter. His parents scold him and they are unhappy. Aram says that he will be very happy in this work, and he is good with children anyway. His parents try hard to stop him. Then Aram again starts giving many interviews for a full-time job, but he gets rejected every time. It seems like his destiny is something else, and he is not made for these 9-to-5 jobs. He continues to do babysitting. On the other hand, day by day Sandy is making a good reputation in her office. On the suggestion of her friend, Sandy keeps dating other men, but she does not feel comfortable with them. Aram's friend also arranges a date for him. Aram tries his best to talk to the girl, but he gets bored after some talking, and leaves from there. One weekend, they decide to go and watch the boxing match of their favorite boxer. Sandy is excited and she tells Aram that she was not happy with her husband. She feels lucky she divorces him. Late at night, they return home. After some time, Sandy's husband arrives there with the kids. He starts arguing with Sandy, and asks her why she is spending her time with a young boy. Sandy is frustrated and he yells at her husband, and tells him that it is not his house. She is the real owner, and she will decide who will come to her house. She tells him everything she kept in her heart from the beginning. Aram motivates her from behind and watches their fight. Then her husband leaves without saying a word.
And by the way, I never loved you!
The next day, Aram tells Michael about his relationship. He confesses that he loves Sandy. Michael says that you are not made for each other, there is an age difference between you. At night, the new couple goes to watch Michael play in a theater. After the show, they meet Michael and congratulate him for his performance. Sandy easily adjusts to the young generation and they go to the club for fun. Aram meets Alice there, and she says sorry for dumping him. But Aram ignores her and starts dancing with Sandy. Later, Sandy's friend also objects on Sandy's relationship with a young boy. But Sandy replies that he is just a babysitter, and she feels happy with him, she is not dating anyone. Her friend tells her that at least give him a kiss next time. After her friend leaves, she calls Aram inside her house, and starts kissing him. She then hugs Aram on her sofa, and suddenly, her son Frankie sees the couple mating.
Was Aram peeing in you?
Next day, both kids start asking many questions to Aram, and make fun of him. Kids ask him what he was doing on the sofa. Aram replies that he was giving a massage to their mom because she was tired. On the other side, Sandy shares her last night's experience with her friend. Today she is happy, and she tells her friend that Aram is a different guy, and he is not like other men. In the night, after making their kids sleep, they again hug each other. They start living their life peacefully. 2 months pass like this, with Aram babysitting the kids and hugging their mother daily. They start spending more and more time together. They share all things with each other. One night, Sandy tells Aram that she is pregnant. At first, Aram is shocked by the news, but then he tells Sandy that he always wants his biological child. He is happy, and he convinces Sandy for further treatment. Next day, they visit the doctor, but the doctor informs them that this pregnancy is not good for Sandy's health because of her age. He advises them to not conceive again. Sandy feels upset after hearing the news. She thinks that their relationship has no purpose, and she cannot give happiness to Aram. She fights with him and refers to him as a kid. She tells him that she knows how people see their relationship. Aram replies that he never saw her as an old lady. He tries his best to confess his love but fails. Sandy tells him that their relationship has no future and she leaves. Aram also decides to leave the city, and says his final goodbye to the kids. He decides to go on a world tour. He visits many countries, and studies the culture of India. He starts helping poor people, and helping them with their education. He is living his life happily but missing his love Sandy. Sandy also starts a new career as a sports journalist, following her passion for sports. 5 years pass like this, with both of them living their life alone. One day, they again meet at a Chinese restaurant. Both feel happy meeting after a long time. Aram tells her that he found his career in social work, and he is still single, but he is a father because he adopted a kid in Bangladesh. Sandy also tells him that she is single because she believes all men are the same. She meets with Aram's parents, and invites them to her promotion party. In the end, we see all are happy, and the couple still wants their relationship to write a new chapter in their life. To know the movie's name, check the pinned comment right now. If you like the story, then do watch the full film, and if you want to watch more such amazing recaps, then do subscribe to our channel and enable bell notifications to receive the latest regular updates. See you in the next recap.